You're now kicking it with Brother Smalls, and we're here with world record holder, entrepreneur, founder, and CEO of Elevate Ropes, Mr. Geraldo Alken. Geraldo, how you doing?
Doing great, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, man, thanks for being on the show. I want to remind everybody to share, like, comment, and subscribe to Kicking It with Brother Smalls, where we deliver content that is dedicated and designed to inform, uplift, elevate, and inspire. Geraldo, I wanted to ask you something. Celebrities like Kate Hudson, Holly Berry, Carrie Underwood are all incorporating jumping rope in their exercise routines. Why do you think jumping rope has become so popular?
Well, first of all, jumping rope was only known by generally boxers or with people that wanted to do something for a warm-up. However, because so many top athletes kept doing it, people started wondering, like, okay, what is this jumping thing about? And then COVID came. And so many people were looking for a way to stay fit because they couldn't go to the gym. And this is when jumping rope really exploded. And now the community is insane. It's huge.
No, and thanks to you as well. I mean, I'm sure you've grown that with the Elevate community as well. Did you always jump rope?
No, actually not. I started in February 2019. I wanted to lose weight. A friend of me told me at that time I was pretty fat at that time, and I was looking for a way to lose weight, but I didn't feel like running on a treadmill or anything like that, or do jogging outside. So he told me, like, maybe jumping rope is something you can try. It's a little bit different, and yeah, just try and maybe you like it. So this is when I started doing it. I was really bad at it, by the way. But I kept practicing. And all of a sudden, a few months in, people came over to me asking me, like, okay, how are you doing all these tricks? Can you teach me, etc. So this is how the Elevate brand also got launched.
No, it's amazing. When I look at you jump rope, were you an athlete before? Did you play any other type of sport?
I've used to play football my whole life. But until my 23rd, then I quit playing football. Then I did kickboxing for a few years. Then I quit that as well. Then I gained a ton of weight, and then I started jump roping.
No, because when I see you jump rope, I'm like, this guy's an athlete. You must, you're coordinated and that sort of thing. So, and actually, it's really encouraging to know that you just started jumping rope in 2019. So that gives all of us some encouragement, with that. I wanted to ask you, when you think, when somebody's kind of looking at jumping rope, they heard about the benefits of jumping rope, what do you say to that person that might look at your video and say, yeah, right? What do you say to that person that's just starting out?
Yeah, so generally I tell them that I only started jumping 3.5 years ago, and that I was really bad at it. I couldn't even jump over the rope for 5 times in a row without tripping up. And within 3.5 years, I've managed to grow into like a jump rope influencer, inspiring thousands and thousands of people with jumping rope. And I'm sure if I was able to do that, seeing where I came from, like being really bad and stuff, literally anybody can. So that's what I tell them.
No, thanks for that. And actually, you're a world record holder.
Yeah, that's something that happened as well.
Man, that's amazing. We kind of skimmed over it, but can you let us know what are the benefits of jumping rope?
Yeah, it's for me, the first benefit was burning a ton of calories, because that's the reason I started. I just wanted something to burn a lot of calories and lose weight. So that's a big benefit. It's like, it's so intensive. It's really good for you. It's fun. Also very important for me, because if I think something is boring, I drop off. I just don't really like it. You can do whatever you want with it. There's a big part of freedom involved as well, because you can do it whenever you want to do it. You can do it wherever you want to do it. You can take your rope on a holiday. You know, it's low cost. You don't have to invest a lot for a jump rope. And yeah, it's just beautiful altogether. For me, also, the community is one like no other. For example, like 3 years in, I've jumped with after 3 years of jumping, I've already jumped with the world champion of jump rope. Like, they're like so open, so connected with each other, and it's a community like no other I've ever been in before. And yeah, there's just a ton of other benefits
No,
to it.
one of the other benefits I want to remind you, I think I saw one of your posts, is that, you know, you keep the sexy too with jumping rope, huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
No, that's it. No, you got to keep the sexy, man. So I also was encouraged when I watch your videos. You don't only show, you know, your skill and all these different tricks. You also show some of your bloopers. You show some of your mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens. Part of the job. Yeah.
No, that's good. It's definitely encouraging. You had mentioned a little bit about community, but I wanted to talk about that. You have a worldwide community, excuse me, of people. You've done these challenges all over the world, and you know, obviously the Elevate Rope community, which I recently became a part of. What does community mean to you? I mean, because it seems like it comes from a really a genuine place.
Yeah. So when I first started out jumping rope, um, it was pretty, I was pretty, I wouldn't call it lonely, but I was really looking for people who were doing the same, because in my direct surroundings, I only had that friend who was jumping rope, and that's it. Like, I knew nobody who was doing this, and nobody at all that was doing this as a sport. So I was online looking for people doing the same stuff that I was doing, looking for people who I can learn tricks from, looking for people who I can share the joy with, that I just unlocked a new trick, you know? Um, and because of that, at that moment, that was something I was missing. And after months of jumping, I started connecting and connecting and connecting with more people, and sharing my progress, showing my tricks to others, teaching others, giving tips and tricks, and also taking tips and tricks from others within the community has been a massive part of my development within jumping rope as well. And also at days that you don't really feel like doing it, having a community that lifts each other up is just one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most powerful things you can have, because everybody has days that they're not feeling like their best self.
Sure.
But having people in your environment sharing the same passion really helps you get back on track, and helps you progress for a longer period of time, rather than when you're all alone in it. So this is why I think community is, for me, one of the most important things in the whole jumping, in the whole personal development space as well. Just helping each other, sharing knowledge with each other, you know, complimenting each other, and just making sure everybody feels the best way they can, you know, together, sharing the passion and love. That's
No,
what community means to me.
yeah, sharing the passion and love. I'm in. How do people get involved with the Elevate Rope community?
Send me a message, and and I'll get them involved. That's basically it.
No, that's awesome. Actually, I was jumping and trying to do one of the things that you know, was on your video, and I sent you something, and I was surprised, man. You sent me a communication right back. I was like, whoa, wow, I did really feel that community. So definitely take them up on that offer. You've encouraged thousands of people. You've done challenges all over the world. And I wanted to kind of ask you, is there a story of a transformation that really sticks out in your mind? Something that's really special to you?
Yeah, I have a few actually, but they all follow about, um, at least the stories that hit me most all follow the same path, of people who genuinely feel accepted in our community and didn't have this feeling before or earlier in their life. Like, people that came to me and told me like, Geraldo, ever since, being involved with the Elevate family, I feel accepted, and people that got bullied before in their life, and they just opened up their heart and like they told me like, you have no idea what kind of a joy you've brought to my life. I have, it looks, it feels, I have something to come home to. And this hit me so hard. I was like, whoa, it's like, um, we're really changing people's lives here with a jump rope. And this is crazy, like the epiphany, like the feeling that gave me to hear those stories of people who just told me like, you've been the reason to so much of my joy lately. I am like, that really hits home for me. And those are the stories that I carry with me every day. And that also fuel me to, spread these vibes even more, because with Elevate, it's not just, a jump rope. It's like, it's like a feeling for me as well, because for me personally, jumping rope, of course, it helped me gain some, physical goals, like I lost weight, I got the body that I wanted, etc. But also mentally, it did a lot for me, like in terms of confidence, in terms of feeling better with the person who I am, in terms of, knowing that if I want something, I can truly do it. It brings so much more than just a rope. And the feeling that I get when people tell me that the energy that I'm trying to bring over to them is actually, um, being,
Please.
received. Yeah,
Yeah.
received. Like, that's so powerful. It's like so fulfilling in a way. And yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's powerful. That's powerful. Well, you're on Kicking It with Brother Smalls. I really want a Brother Smalls exclusive. Tell us something that most people don't know about you.
Yeah, I've played soccer almost my whole life.
Yeah.
I actually played, or I actually graduated in, um, psychology, and I couldn't get a job afterwards. So I went to work in a call center. And this is where I learned leadership, because I grew, to a leadership position fairly quickly. But I didn't make enough to, I could barely pay the bills with everything I was earning back then. And this is when I actually started my entrepreneurial journey next to it, to earn some extra bucks so I could live the life that I wanted to live at that age. And this has actually been one of the biggest blessings in my life, being rejected over and over again after being graduated, because that gave me a chance to evolve um, in a way that I can now truly share my energy and passion with the world, which I might have never been able to do if I was accepted, um, after being graduated.
No, that's powerful. But sometimes, a no is really a setup for it's either protection or promotion. Sometimes when you get a no, it's either protection or promotion. You're getting ready to go to another level. That's awesome. You've worked with premier athletes. I wanted to ask you, have you worked with like actors on a film set? I could imagine, you know, I think the movie Creed 3 is coming out next year. I could imagine you working with boxers or people like that. Have you ever done that?
I haven't. Too bad. I haven't. I would love to do that. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Maybe the right person sees it.
I know. Call this guy.
I'm open. Call me.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's great. So I wanted to ask you, like, what's next for you? You've done a lot. You're an entrepreneur. You have a you know, marketing firm. You know, you have Elevate Rope. You've done these different challenges all across the world. You have this community. What's next for you?
I just want to inspire as many people possible to become the best version of themselves. At this stage, it's jumping rope that I use as a vehicle, because I really believe that it can change so many people's lives. But I believe I will be doing this for the rest of my life. At this stage, it's jumping rope, my vehicle. But if I find anything else that can also help people become the best version of themselves, I believe that's the reason I'm here on Earth. You know, this is what gives me energy, and this is what fulfills me. So yeah, just inspire as many people to kick ass and
That's
and
awesome.
do them.
Will you start? I mean, I think you also work. I've seen you do challenges with young people as well. Are you going to start like younger and younger, maybe in the schools to get people jumping? I don't know.
Yeah, actually, we have a few gigs here in the Netherlands where we go by schools and show young people and kids from the ages between ages 6 and 10, like what it is to really jump rope. And then when you do those tricks, you see they're like, they're hooked right away when they see it. They're hooked right away, because everybody thinks like a lot of people have like I'm not sure what the right word is, like is it pre-consumption or something? I'm not sure if it's the right word. The jumping rope is for either boxers or little girls, and there's nothing in between for a lot of people. And then when you go there and you actually make it some kind of cool for those kids, that's like that's so important, because then they see like, okay, this is actually a thing. This is actually something I can do, and it's a fun way to get them off the couch, out of their iPads, and back on the streets. So yeah.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. I wanted to announce again. I'm a part of the Elevate Rope community. I'm going to share a link in the description. I believe if you use the word Brother Smalls 10, you'll get a 10% discount on the ropes. But I wanted to ask you as we wrap up, is there something else that you want to like share to our viewership? Is there something that you just want to encourage people with?
Yeah, if I would say, if I want to share anything, it would say, if you're at a rough spot in your life, this is the opportunity to level up. If everything is smooth sailing, you'll get comfortable and you'll never be able to grow out of that and become a better you. So if you're watching this and you might be at a rough spot, try and see it as a way to grow into a better version of you. And maybe the no that you're currently getting is just your setup for success in the future. So yeah, that's it.
No, that's good stuff. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for your time and kicking it with Brother Smalls. I want to just and actually the next time you come into the States, you got to let me know. I would love to kind of. I'm in the Houston, Texas area, so I'm not sure if you guys are going to be in this area, but I would love to kind of meet you personally. And this has been great. Thank you so much. And I want to thank you, my viewership, for listening to us. Remember to share, like, comment, and subscribe. Smile and remember, every heartbeat is grace. Cherish life and spread love, y'all. Peace.